So I just want to say, cut them off or they will go below the belt. Because it's never that serious to keep somebody in your life. To the point that it decreases everything about you? It's that serious? Okay. So, more tea for me. Because one thing about me, I know how to talk. I know how to make a good talk. And I'm ready to talk to you guys. Today. Hey, guys. Hey. So, we're in a new location. It's my bathroom. My second home. I'm actually in here majority of the time. I'm in my pajamas, as you see. It's 12:24. Right? I'm on the phone. But I would be getting ready for bed, but I'm already ready for bed. So I mentioned cutting people off. I mentioned karma. But today, in this episode, we're going to get very deep on that. Okay. I hope you guys can hear me because I don't feel like holding the mic right now. So, why does Jurnee cut people off? Slick comments, betrayal, backstabbing, people who siphon my energy, my essence, my abundance, to make it look like theirs and mask it as if it's their own, and it's not. Copying or acting like other people or me. They're not being their true self. Don't like that. You are constantly annoying me with no purpose and wasting my time. I cut off people who just want access to you but no real connection. Like, hello? People who try to shame me, embarrass me, try to make me seem crazy or stupid. I don't play that. That's disgusting. Spreading rumors like false lies or telling my business or things in the past. Ew. Always needs to argue, needs to be beef. Why are we competing when we're actually supposed to be collaborating, connecting? Who gave you the definition of being friends? Because it for sure wasn't me. People who blame, criticize, judge, and people who will lie or throw you in the mud to save themselves, and it actually doesn't even save them. It doesn't. Not even their reputation. That's why I cut people off. For you, it might be different. It might be the same. But however, what type of reason, it's valid. And it's understanding. It's valid. Everyone has their own reason for cutting people off or even certain things off. It's valid. You don't cut people off just 'cause. You cut them off when they are affecting you just 'cause. Affecting your life and your lifestyle. I mean, if you cut them off just 'cause, clearly there's something deeper than that. Because that don't sit right. You don't cut people off just 'cause you cut them off when you're sick. You're sick. Sick! We always get signs of red flags, of messages, of actions on why to cut people off. But sometimes we always just say, I'll wait. No, it's fine. I'll wait until they do something really bad to get my last confirmation to cut them off. Or, like maybe it's not really how it's supposed to be. I can give them another chance, but they wouldn't even give you a first chance. You get the messages in your dreams from your friends, from people around you, even from yourself, that feeling in your gut. But it's just telling you, no, it's fine. Let's just wait. If they do one more bad thing, then I'll cut them off. And let's say we do, right? And they stay cut off. Or maybe we don't. We bring them back into our lives. It was for a valid reason. Many people return, and many people don't. But I know the reason why you left was for a reason. Some people wait for that one last final red flag for their confirmation to leave, to finally say, okay, I'm done. That was me. That was me. Some people wait for that one last confirmation to come just so they can leave. Just so they can finally realize that, oh, I really gotta cut you off. That's when the realization hits, the epiphany, right? That one last confirmation, that one last big boom. of, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe they did that. Now I have to cut them off. But all those other chances that you should have cut them off were valid. So why didn't we get them that first time, that second time, that third time? Why do we have to wait until that sixth time to cut someone off? Because eventually, the more and more they dig in you, the farther they're going to go. They're going to go below the belt to the point where you can't even pull up your pants and you have nothing to do but cut them off. Go below the belt? What that mean? When you have someone in your life that is repeating the same red flags constantly, it's only going to get worse. The red flags are only going to show worse and worse. It's going to go from green to yellow to orange to red. And going below the belt is when basically they take it too far. They take it so far you can't even reach it. You can't even pull them back. A lot of people go below the belt by bringing up people's past, their traumas, or certain experiences and situations, their triggers, and that's not to be played around with. People will actually kill you for that. People don't play that. That gets serious. Why are you going below the belt when you can pull up your pants? Stop sagging. Because whether or not somebody is going to literally get hurt, sent to prison, sent to the hospital, sent to court, just don't go below the belt. Unless they pull your pants down and try to embarrass you. I'll go below the belt then. Don't go below the belt and I won't make you touch hell. Simply. I'll stop messing with them. I'll stop playing with them. Yeah, I need to cut it off. I need to cut them out. Keep playing and you're going to sink with them for sure. Like, if you're done with those and them, be done. Be done. You was with this person, along this person for this long. You can do just longer without them. Like, you saying you're going to cut them off and you actually don't cut them off makes you look like a clown. And that's why they are clowning you.
This shit getting out of hand.
How to cut people off. Easy. Delete, ignore, move on. Delete, ignore, move on. Simple, right? For deleting and ignoring, ignore them and delete them off your social media, your number, your whole entire phone, your whole entire life. Not as if they never existed, because you always gonna know that they are alive, but as if they never existed in your life, in your timeline. Stop fantasizing, stop dreaming, stop wishing what it should have and could have been. Honey, that's long gone, child. That is long gone. Wishing for better, hoping for better. Maybe we can rekindle. If we could rekindle, why haven't you came back yet? Why haven't you made the decision to get up? Whether I cut you off or you cut me off. Something's stopping you, and it ain't worth it. Thinking of what should have and could have happened is not real. It's a theory. It's a thought. It's a wishing, a hope. Move on. Simply move on by going by yourself and moving by yourself, When you delete people, what's next? You move on. You keep going. You can't cut people off and try to drop them, but be walking right behind them. Checking through the blinds to see where they are. Checking through the blinds to see where they are, where they stand, will stop your process. But there's nothing wrong with taking a little peek. We all get curious. But most of your time and energy better go to you. Most of your time and energy better go to your work. I don't know, go talk to your friends, go sleep, go make some music, go watch some anime, go do whatever. Go watch your shows, walk your dog. Just alchemize the reason for cutting them off into something beautiful. Alchemize your reason for cutting them off into creation. What if we just work this out? Work this out. Work this out. Work this out. When me and you were friends, you wasn't even going out to run. You wasn't doing 20 push-ups a day. So what are you working out? Because it ain't this connection. You didn't work anything out. You didn't work anything out. Not the friendship, not your hygiene, not your diet, not your teeth. You didn't work anything out. You just talked. But what if we could work this out? You just trust me again, and it'll be better. You don't look better, though. Your health is declining. Like, why work this out when I'm working out a way to cut you off. Boy! Why would I work this out when you worked out my element, my energy, my time, my patience, my giving, my love? You worked out everything. I'm ran out. I'm literally ran out. So what can we work out now? Why work this out when you never worked on you and you had the chance to work on something? You had the chance. Feel guilty and sink in your misery. Because the reason why you have to cut off somebody is for a valid reason, and that's going to make them feel guilty. Personally, whether if I did someone wrong or not, unintentionally or not, if someone cut me off, that makes you wonder and think, why did they do that? That makes you put into self-reflection of everything that you did or could have done. It puts you in your head. It makes you replay what's going on. I want answers, but sometimes some people don't fight for the answers. Because sometimes they know what they did. They know why they did. And they know there's no coming back from it. Because once you cut someone off, for that last and final time, they feel it. They feel it because it's been a long time. So stand on what you say. From my experience, this whole year, I'll say I probably cut off about 5 to 7 people. Simply because I opened my eyes and I realized what was going on. Now, usually there's 2 ways to cut people off. You let them know I'm cutting you off by telling them, showing signs, or you don't tell them. You just disappear. They wake up and you're gone. That's my favorite. That's what I do. Because that hurts even more, to not even expect them to be gone. You didn't even get a chance to pull them back in. You see me? So it's like, you think everything cool, right? You might feel like, oh, she might be a little mad. She might be a little angry. Nah. I'm angry enough to let you go. You will never hear from me again. When you wake up in the morning, I will literally be gone. Because once you stand on business like that, people will know how to treat you. Oh, she stopped talking to him and her. Oh, let me not mess with her. Let me not mess with him. You want people to stop digging in you? Start standing on stuff. Start cutting people off who don't need to be in your life. Watch. Just watch. Because once I cut them off, they started dropping like bullets. You smell them? Because I smell them. When you cut them off, you cut yourself free. Hallelujah. Never let anyone force you to stay when you begged yourself to stay for this person. Never let anyone tell you what you need to do for this friendship or relationship when they never even asked you what you wanted. Only what they needed. Never let no one or anyone make you feel like you should not cut them off because they think they something when you can do whatever you want. Just like how they treating you. However they want. I know it hurts. I know it burns. I know you miss it. But just like how 20 leave is how 30 are going to come to you. Just like how 60 people leave you, it's just like how 180 is going to come to you. People leave at the back door and some come through the front. The ones you cut off leave through the back door, and the ones that want to come into your life come through the front door. I promise you, your house won't always be empty all the time. People are going to genuinely want to be in your life. Some people are just going to want to have access to you, just in case you get something good, they can get a little bit of it too. Some people just want to play you, because they know you won't cut them off. Because they study you before they play you. I believe that I can look and act quite naive and gullible. And I act like that to see how the stupid ones act. The ones that are playing the games. We're going to do a quick ASMR. Karma is connected to when you cut people off or when people cut you off. I love spraying water on my face. Feels so nice. Did you know that most of the time when you cut someone off, it's actually come to terms that you can talk to them again, but the other person, the one that you cut off, can't talk to you? You know why? It's because it hits different when you get cut off versus the one cutting people off. because you basically gain your power back. So yeah, of course you could talk to them again. Of course, eventually, you forgive them and you move on because you got your power back. But the reason why they can't talk to you again or look at you anymore or even want to speak about you is because they got caught. And they know that everyone knows why they got cut off by this person or that person. People get nosy. People want to gossip. Usually, this happens in school, in the work area, anywhere, child. But, cool fact. Okay, I'm ready to get back in the room. It is 1:06. Yeah, it's time to get out of here. Oh, I'm kind of vibing with this, though. Oh. Let me stop. Yo, I'm pixelated. I'm already pixelated enough. So you're telling me if you can cut anyone off, that means that it shows you the exact reason to not let yourself be drained by anyone. The reason why we get so caught up and we don't really realize how much we let things slide until we finally cut them off, because during that whole time they were covering it up. Usually people will say manipulate, which is a common factor. But to me personally, I believe the most used tactic is gaslighting. Gaslighting and manipulating is very similar but two different things. But I do think that it involves more in gaslighting and narcissistic behavior and bipolar behavior. Like, have you genuinely lost your mind? Because I will never help you find it. I cut off mutuals, people online. I cut off friends, close friends. And you know what? I really dislike it. I don't like it. It's annoying. It's weird. It's not my cup of tea. If you are seriously thinking about cutting someone off, cutting off communication, or even taking a break from someone because of the way they might be treating you and how it makes you feel, how long did it take for you to finally feel like that and come to a decision? How many strikes did they pull until you finally decided to think about it and take action? Way too many times. I cut off people who lied, stole, manipulated, embarrassed me, spread rumors, just stuff like that. Tried to rip every page out my book, but never the story. And that should be the same way for you. Never be afraid to cut someone off because of what they know about you. Who cares? You have a whole book. You're young, most of y'all. I'm pretty sure you have many, many years ahead of you to show who you really are. There's people out there who get left in the street. People out there are experiencing Diddy clones part 2. R. Kelly's part 3. King Bond's part 6. Even though cutting someone off can be harsh, mean, rude, unexpected, dramatic, too personal, I'm still showing you grace. Because some people cut off in different meanings. Some people want to go jump you, burn your car down, your house down, put your business all over the internet. There is so many creative ways to destroy somebody, as an example of cutting them off. Now, personally, I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should seek revenge after you cut someone off, because that's stupid. That means you're not really ready to cut someone off. You're ready to play games and start beef. And I don't think you should plot revenge if someone cuts you off. Because now you're chasing. You're not attracting anything. You're chasing something that doesn't want you anymore. So tell me what you're attracting. I believe just simply cutting them off, delete, ignore, move on, is shown by grace. Because we could all do a lot more than just that. The more you give access, the comfortable they get. When you cut someone off and they come back, they figure out a way to change their words, flip their words around with emotion to get you back in. When that happens, have a masculine mentality. Get in your ego for a minute. Get logical. Get rational. That's how you really figure out the research, the evidence, if this is real or not. And if it's real and they really changed, then you can get emotional. But if they don't, interesting. I don't care if you think that you're being rude, mean, disrespectful, dramatic, too personal. I said, stop letting people disrespect their access to you. You need to be exclusive, not borrowed. You get worn out that way. Protective sheen spray. "24-hour holding spray." Hi guys, so I just aired out my new business called Her Tarot or She Is Tarot. It's basically me giving off tarot readings and spiritual sessions for people who need answers, people who need help or curious and they feel overwhelmed. I just love helping people. And now that you have the opportunity, we can talk just one-on-one. I have a booking site where you can fill out an appointment, day and time. My pricing is based on the duration and the type of service that you want. If you look on the booking site, you can clearly see that July is the only one that's available. That is temporary. I still will be continuing my business after July. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting me and watching me, because most people don't receive that. Thank you for listening to what I have to say, because most people don't get that. And even to the people who don't like me and you're watching me, thank you, because that means that I do have something good to say for you to be able to watch. And that means that I'm doing something right. And I hope you are too. I hope all of you guys are doing okay and doing well and you guys are thriving. You're free to check out everything down below in the description. I have all of my socials, including my LinkTree, my website, my portfolio, my booking site, my tarot website. I have everything down there. If you want to give me topics or things I should talk about on my channel, you're free to contact me on my socials or email me, and I will for sure definitely put it out there. I mean, you guys are so interesting in what you guys talk about and what you have questions about, and I just feel like you should absolutely ask. You know, like you won't get bitten. Thank you guys so much for having the patience with me today to watch me and to see what I have to say. I hope you guys have a great summer, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay thriving, and I'll see you so very soon.